I hit a point recently where I just knew I'm not that girl anymore. And that's okay. I'm in a season of becoming her, a season of reinvention. And if you're feeling the same way, know you're in the right place and come along with me for the journey. Firstly, we're going to talk about letting go of who you are, even if it felt safe. Safety isn't always alignment, and playing safe keeps you small. You play small, you stay small. You play big, you become big. It's as simple as that. So we always have to remember that in order to grow into a new version of yourself, you have to let go of some things that were in your past and shed old identities. And this can be hard if your old identity is not necessarily bad. You've just gotten safe and comfort with it. So it becomes very difficult for you to let it go. But staying safe is never good for you. It's never a good option. Complacency is a silent killer. Always try to change yourself, always try to reinvent yourself. Us as humans, we go through many seasons, and it's up to you to embrace the next season and to just remember that you have to let go in order to usher in new things in your life. Secondly, is who you choose to become intentionally. It's a beautiful thing when you wake up one morning and decide, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to overcome every obstacle, I'm going to overcome every challenge, and I'm just going to be a new person in every way. And you do it for you, not because someone else is telling you to do it, not because you feel you have a point to prove. When it actually comes from within and it comes from you is when it works, and is when you feel like you're growing and you prosper and you invite many things into your life. But always remember that you must be intentional with everything. Do it because you feel conviction, you feel the calling to do it, not because maybe other people are doing it or someone else is telling you to do it. So just always remember to be intentional and to keep moving forward. And thirdly is the internal work that no one sees that changes everything. Often when you decide to step into a new version of yourself, it will take some time for you to actually see results in the physical world. And this will come from months and months of toiling behind the scenes and not getting external validation, which can hurt sometimes. But you always have to remember that these things are not instant. I think us as a generation nowadays, we're inclined to chase immediate gratification, but things that last take time to build. And unfortunately, that's just how it is. So always remember that things do take time, but that's okay. It's up to you to test yourself to be resilient. And if you're not ready for it internally, best believe the external world will not give it to you until you're ready to receive. And you're sort of detached, not detached, but just you're fine with or without it. It's just a surplus in your life. It's a byproduct of you changing the internal. So just keep that in mind and never, ever, ever chase external validation. That comes with you actually putting in the work and, just growing internally. The rest will come with time. Fourthly, we're going to talk about rebuilding routines to match the person you're becoming. So if you're stepping into a new version of yourself, you can't do things the way you used to do. You always have to adapt and tweak your habits and make small changes that will compound over time. For example, the new you can't be sleeping in until midday, which I used to like doing, which I'm also combating. I'm fighting it. So just having to change habits, and I make like little increments and little changes just because I feel it's more sustainable that way rather than lying and saying I'll wake up at 5, every day. No, I started by waking up at, 11, then 10, then 9, and so on. So just making small changes each day will compound and form a habit, and that will change your life over time. But just back to routines, you have to shed old habits that are not helping you anymore. You have to create time for the things that you want and the things that you would like to see grow. You have to put in effort to where you want to reap results, because it's not just going to happen magically. So you also have to act like the person that you are, or rather the person that you're targeting to be before you become that. And I don't know if there's a science to it, but you know how if you dress nicely, you just feel better about yourself and you carry yourself in a different way. Same thing with routines. When your routine is serious, when you feel good about yourself and the things that you're doing and the habits you're forming, it will translate into the real world, and you'll just feel better about yourself and you'll see results and things just being attracted to you. You wouldn't necessarily have to chase everything. And lastly is trusting the process even when it feels invisible. Too often we quit just before we see the results or just before something was about to manifest for us, just because we grow impatient of the process and how long it takes and how you actually do have to work hard and put in effort for a long time before you actually see results. Because quick wins also fade fairly quickly, but things that have taken time to grow and have a steady foundation will last longer. So it's up to us to trust the process. You always have to have blind faith and believe that all that you're doing will add up and compound, because it actually will. That's just the law of the universe. So we have to be comfortable with not seeing results immediately, with waiting, and not blindly waiting, but putting in the effort, then waiting, and putting in the effort and knowing and trusting that everything is going to pay off. Thank you for watching this video. I'm just reminding you that I'm right here with you in this journey, and I'm also going through a similar journey of my own. So you can drop something in the comments if something resonated with you. And yes, don't stop. Let's keep going. Let's do this. It's possible. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.